Hello everyone, once again Lewis is back. Ryan's solo career has still not taken off, but I'm back, and I'm back with another top 35. And I was gonna do my I was gonna do my ranking of the Beatles albums, but then I thought, you know what, I done a Beatles video 2 weeks ago, so I'm gonna do a Bowie video now, and I'm gonna do my top 35 Bowie songs. And just as with the Beatles one, I'm just going to, go from 35 to 16, just listing them off. And then I'm going to talk about 15 to my number one pick. Okay, so I'm just going to get started. Number 35, The Man Who Sold the World. Number 34, Reality. Number 33, Love and Alien. Number 32, Changes. Number 31, Cactus. It's a good cover from the Pixies, I believe. Yeah. Number 30, Valentine's Day. Number 29, Dollar Days. Number 28, Young Americans. Number 27, Heroes. Number 26, Suffragette City. Number 25, Lazarus. Number 24, Lady Grinning Soul. Number 23, Cracked Actor. Number 22, As the World Falls Down. Number 21, Life on Mars. Number 20, I'd Rather Be High. Number 19, Girl Loves Me. Number 18, China Girl. Number 17, Black Star. And number 16, Star. Okay, so that was one take, because I've actually got them all written in front of me now. Yeah, see, I'm prepared. I am prepared. Um, Last time I wasn't prepared, I didn't have them all written in front of me, and I botched it twice. So, oh well, we're just going to move on to number 15, and number 15 is from the album Earthling, it's Little Wonder. And the reason I like Little Wonder so much is because, I'm not exactly a fan of techno. I'm not a techno guy. I've never been really a techno guy, but this song is a techno song, and I like it. I really like it. In fact, I do love it, and that's saying something. If you can get me to like techno, then you must be doing something right. Exactly. So moving on to number 14, and number 14 is another one from the album Earthling. Actually, the only two from the album Earthling. And number 14 is Battle for Britain, aka The Letter. And again, just as for my reasons for Little Wonder, as a techno song, I dislike techno, and I love this song. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Um, some of the lyrics are actually quite funny, in fact. It had me laughing along, and this song was actually what I was listening to on the way to me and Ryan's first ever historic day. I hope Ryan knows what I'm talking about, you know, Luigi. Yeah, it's the code word. It's the code word. Oh well. On to number 13. And number 13 is from the album Lodger. It's African Night Flight. And the thing I like about this song is its pace. Bowie wasn't. He never really done like really fast songs like this. But this song is super fast. Like, it's almost like a Red Hot Chili Peppers song, fast. And I think it's brilliant. It kind of reminds me a lot of One Night in Bangkok for some reason. No idea why, but it does. It does. And yet, no, from the album Lodger, which is, well, Lodger is one of my favourite albums, and I do believe it is the best song off Lodger. So we're going to move on to number 12, and number 12 is Time Will Crawl from the album Never Let Me Down. And Never Let Me Down, it's one of those albums that I'm like, some of the stuff I'm really big on, right? Like, the title track Never Let Me Down. I do like Zeros, and obviously Time Will Crawl, but there's other stuff that I'm not big on, like Glass Spider. Um, Shining Star's alright. Bang Bang's not bad either. But Time Will Crawl was actually a single, I believe, and I like it. I really do like it. It's kind of got like an upbeat tone to it, but like the lyrics aren't really upbeat, to be honest. Are they? I don't know. I mean, it's up for interpretation, isn't it? Oh well, we'll move on to number 11, and number 11 really doesn't it doesn't really have upbeat lyrics, does it? Number 11 is Rock and Roll Suicide from the album The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Um, it's such a amazing way to close off an album. That's what I like about it. I've always thought that's such an amazing way to close off an album. And on the I think it was his last tour as Ziggy, he announced that the Ziggy persona is dead, and then he played Rock and Roll Suicide, which I just think's fantastic. Like that's such a heroic moment for. I've always loved that. I've always loved that. Always thought it was brilliant. Oh well. We're moving into top 10 territory now, and number 10 is from the album Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. It's Ashes to Ashes, and Ashes to Ashes it was always very funky. I've always liked Ashes to Ashes. Um, it was kind of like the post Berlin album, Scary Monsters Super Creeps, and yeah, I mean it's just this one of Bowie's singles, and I've always really liked it. You know, like when I first heard that, I wasn't overly big on it, and like I kept listening to it. And it was my favorite Bowie song for a while, but you know I've kind of the hype has kind of died down, but it's still number 10. Moving on to number 9, and number 9 is from the album Space Oddity. It is the title track, Space Oddity. And what can I say about the song that hasn't already been said? It is a masterpiece of a song. It might not be my favourite, right? But it's still an amazing song. Some of the lyrics are absolutely brilliant. And whenever someone mentions David Bowie, everybody either goes, "Oh yeah, Ziggy Stardust" or "Space Oddity." And like Space Oddity is it's one of those songs that like everyone knows. Well, maybe not the people who listen to the charts these days. You know the reads. So yeah, I have nothing against you. You might be a nice person, but you listen to the charts for some reason. You know, you're wasting your life on chart music when you should really be listening to some Beatles, or some Bowie, or some Chili Peppers, or some Nirvana, even a bit of Fleetwood Mac. You know, but as I was saying, Space Oddity, everyone knows it. It's a brilliant song. Nothing more can be said. And on number 8, which is another brilliant song, and I just talked about it. It is from the album Ziggy Stardust and Rise and Fall of the Spiders from Mars. It is Ziggy Stardust. And a couple of nights ago, before the Red Hot Chili Peppers gig that we all went to, me, Ryan, and Callum, and Callum's dad and his uncle, we were up in Callum's room. He got his guitar, started playing Ziggy Stardust. We all started singing it. Well, I mean, and what a song it is, isn't it? It's so easy to sing along as well, and the lyrics, the lyrics are just fantastic. Absolutely brilliant song. Honestly, I don't have any flaws with this song. I don't have any flaws with any of the songs from now on. Actually, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't have any flaws from any of the songs from now on. Okay, so we'll move on to number 7, and number 7 is from the album Hunky Dory. It's Andy Warhol, and in my opinion, Andy Warhol is the best song on Hunky Dory. Um, I've always liked the start bit when it was like, "It's Warhol, actually." What? As in holes. I've always liked that bit, and the bit with a laugh. Like, oh, I've always liked it. Always liked it. Fantastic song, fantastic beat. And fun fact, Andy Warhol was there for it and he actually walked out because he disliked the song. I don't know how he could have disliked the song, but oh well. Oh well, moving on to number 6. Number 6 is from the album Ziggy Stardust and the Rise and Fall of the Spiders from Mars. It's Moon Age Daydream. And Moon Age Daydream is one of those songs that has become more mainstream now because it was in the Marvel movie of 2014, Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a fantastic movie. You should check it out. And I don't really like Marvel movies, to be honest with you. I all think they're all a bit sameish, to be honest. But I mean, they're watchable. They're always fun, aren't they? I mean, if you're bored, stick on a Marvel movie. But as I'm saying, Moonage Daydream, fantastic song. Always thought the end was a bit weird, right? But I like weirdness, so I'm not complaining. Oh well, moving on to number 5, and number 5 is a bit of an odd pick. It's from the album Heathen, and it is Afraid. And I don't know how this song didn't get more love, to be honest. It's one of those really underrated songs. Um, and it is not my favourite from the album Heathen, surprisingly, which is shocking considering we're at number 5 already. But Afraid, brilliant song. Moving on to number 4. Number 4 is, it is 10 minutes of sheer brilliance. It is from the album Station to Station, Station to Station, the title track. And it starts off with, the train going, from station to station, surprisingly. And that effect when you've got your headphones in and it goes from like one side of your ear to the other, oh my god, it's amazing. And like this song kind of has like several different layers to it. And I've always thought that was smashing, fantastic. Okay, so we're going to move on to number 3, and number 3 is from the album The Next Day, and it is The Stars Are Out Tonight. And ever since I watched the video to The Stars Are Out Tonight, it's always terrified me. I don't know what that video was, right? But it's always scared me, right? And the actor Tilda Swinton was in it. She played Bowie's wife, and it's always scared me, that video. But again, a great song, a great beat to it, like it's one of those songs like you could put on at a party and like no one would go, oh god, that's an old song. It's one of those songs that's kind of like, it's timeless, really, even though it was released in 2013. I've always enjoyed this song. Um, number two, we're in the top 2 territory now, and number 2 is the song from the album Heathen. It's Slow Burn. And Slow Burn's such an emotional song, but it's smashing. It's fantastic. It's a brilliant song. But I don't have much to say about it. It's got like a. I actually don't know. I don't know, right? And I don't usually don't know. I always usually don't know, right? Grammar's all over the place here, but oh well. But I'm going to move on to my number 1 pick and try and guess what my number 1 pick is. Okay, so you've made your guess, right? You've made your guess, and my number 1 pick is from the album The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. It is 5 Years, and 5 Years is a brilliant song. I think I mainly like 5 Years because when I first got my vinyl player, my dad got his original print Ziggy Stardust album out, and like I wasn't the biggest Bowie fan back then, and then I put that album on, and the minute 5 Years came on, I was like, right, okay, I love Bowie. So those are my reasonings. Reasonings, I don't even know if that's a word, for my top 35 Bowie songs. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you would give me the satisfaction to leave a like, hopefully, in the video. And if you're new, please subscribe. It does help. We do have some good videos out there. So I will say arrivederci.